The story is insane. It's literally a documentary. I get that people who are just coming to this page are like, what the is going on here? It's really bad. And this is when cyberbullying gets to the point where people die. Hey guys, just so you know, I'm a high control cult leader. You're still using the hashtag deplatformasac through your individual accounts, conversations with Allie, and Allie starts a cult, and your social media followers. You have bullied, harasses, and incited criminal behavior against these individuals that will not be tolerated. Well, Carrie Ann. Or should I call you Barry? Oh no, did you have some misinformation spread about you, Barry? Oh no! It really sucks having misinformation spread about you all over the internet, but that is not a crime. And you have nothing on me, right? Ashley Miller was like, Allie's such a bully, but maybe kids do create their own abuse. Is that really what you think? Because you started a dumpster fire and then AMW got involved. You're about to cost everyone their mental health, their careers, their children possibly, because you can't admit to a lie. I could have sent all the videos made about me to CPS. Maybe some shit like that needs to start happening. I should have called CPS on Carrie Ann, claiming that I'm calling CPS on them. And it's my fault if CPS gets called. You guys are calling CPS on people. This is spiritual psychosis. When people lose all humanity. I'm not trying to hurt people, but when you guys unintentionally get people, yeah, I'm keeping a record of that. And spiritual creators on the internet are creating dangerous cults. When somebody calls me an abuser and says that I would lie about somebody's death for clout, yeah. And I need all of the spiritual creators on this app to listen to me. That girl died. That girl died. A woman contacted me months ago and told me that her friend was watching very specific creators and she was very scared for her. That person just passed away. Her friend, which is her only contact in this world, gave me the honor of talking about this. No one blamed you for that death. I told these creators months ago. I said people will die. Now I have documented proof. These are the kind of followers that I have. They want to give this person money. She is the only one dealing with all of the aftermath of this. Because I was never going to take money for this situation. I just talked to her friend again the other day. Her friend is probably going to make videos at some point. If I had looked any deeper into it, it would have been wildly inappropriate. What did you want me to do? Have the cops show me her body? Roxy still claims that I did something exploitative with that death. I didn't. Roxy was the one who verified that in the beginning. If you didn't know, someone who I consider to be my friend is now calling for me to be deplatformed. I try not to talk about the race thing, but what are you doing, Roxy? It's seriously getting so dirty. Why do I have 500,000 followers on the most powerful app in the world, and you are paying for yours? Her real life friends are AMW now. Ooh, that gives me a panic attack. Can you imagine the conversations between AMW and Roxy? Like, I hope you're okay, Roxy. I'm worried for you, and I'm scared of you. I hope Roxy is big mad that I appeared in 4 or 5 major publications this week. Please leave me alone. I'm asking you publicly. CPS got called on Rolling Rosemary. That's your fault. That's your fault. But my heart is breaking for her. Roxy, please stop. You are affecting so many people's personal lives. Can we talk about how Roxy is running a scam right now? Like, Roxy, do you understand what autism is? And how dare you say in this video that we were friends? You just said yesterday, you don't know me. When something like this happens, you go and work on the issue, you go and take the books down, and you go and fix what you go and like make real stuff and stop scamming people, and you say you're sorry, and then you go like fix your reputation, or you come back in a year and you start over. Maybe her whole book is ChatGPT. How could she come out with 4 books in like 2 months? They're either shit quality or they're ChatGPT, and I couldn't even like really get through it because it was kind of just a lot of, you know, definitions and it's fine. It's a lot of simple explanations. American Music Witch, Aquarian Music Witch, Jane, Bonis, Emily, whatever your name is already plagiarizing. Are you trying to steal my work? This is American Music Witch. AMW, how much have I been so careful about their pronouns? Even though you chose to weaponize pronouns against everyone, you are a a mockery of everything that people have fought for, and you are a mockery of people who've actually been abused. You don't get to decide when you weaponize things, and you don't get to decide who's a white supremacist while acting like a white supremacist. AMW and Roxy are now like an ableist scam made in heaven. And now AMW puts out this? Like she couldn't have made, or they couldn't have made a more basic copy and paste, kind of exactly like Roxy's book. It's just a bunch of copy and pasted information. The thing that needs to happen here, AMW, is you and Roxy and everybody else who has lied just needs to say, I'm sorry, Allie, maybe I shouldn't have lied. And don't act like you care about BIPOC and disabled people when you are peddling something that is inherently, no matter what, racist, ableist, classist. Aquarium Music Witch was never one of the creators that was like causing a ton of harm. They inserted themselves in this situation and then ended up causing a ton of harm. And I did not threaten you with legal action. You are part of a defamation case now. Do you understand that? And I don't even want to expose stuff on them, but Emily, if you're a PhD student at that university, come on. Like, people are getting death threats. I'm getting death threats. My followers are. I am so convinced that this person, maybe people need to know this name so they know what to look out for. Like, seriously, Jane, Bonis as well, Aquarian Music Witch, it's all the same person. This person and Roxy and somebody, if it's not you two calling CPS, then you guys need to figure out who in that Reddit thread is, because you two started this mess. It's pretty uncomfortable, huh? To have information about your family and all of this stuff about you that's nobody's business displayed all over the internet, isn't it? If my account got taken down for that, worth it. I did not contact AMW's job. I haven't done anything. I'm not gonna play that dirty, and you shouldn't either. If you didn't catch my live, put this in the Reddit thread. Yes, I am contacting AMW's place of work. Listen to me. We are all not responding to them. Stop watching their videos. We are going totally cold. Unblock me. Let's text. Let's talk like adults. What are you doing? That's the same thing that happened with Zoom. When I emailed her school and AMW, if your job has a social media policy, it's time for them to find out. But I do need to stop. I need to go no contact. I make mistakes. I get tempted. Reactive abuse happens. I better have compassion for brains that are struggling. Like, seriously. And I'm sorry to anybody that I triggered. And thinking about you going out in the world and being a professional in any way, and the fact that you come from big money and you don't even really ever have to take accountability. You're not suing me for defamation because there's no defamation case, and we all know it. And you're not suing me for defamation because you don't have the money for it. You took 2 years of my life. I have done nothing to your personal life. I'm contacting their work and whoever I can. I never went into Alex's personal life or Quantum's personal life or yours. What are you still mad at me about? I got a comment the other day from her saying that I ruined her life. She was like, you've emailed every sponsor I've ever worked with. You've ruined my life. And now people's places of work need to be contacted. AMW's job needs to find out about her online activities. That's why Barry Ann and these people saying that I would pose as a fake therapy or charge therapy services. You guys don't do your research. I hate therapists. Talking to her, I was trying to get into her trauma from her past and figure out why, and obviously it had a lot to do with money. I'm literally a peer counselor, kind of like anti-therapy. I've had clients that were traumatized from therapy that come to me, or if people want my opinion, if they have autism or something like that. I have a client who got turned down 4 times for an autism diagnosis, and to me, she's so clearly autistic, it's insane. So it's kind of autism coaching, consulting, and I have education in a couple different things, especially ethics and boundaries and stuff. So from when I was doing stuff like this before, why did I get the most bogus, sketchy cease and desist letter in the mail? And actually spoken with an attorney, all of this back and forth, I can say whatever I want about you guys, right? And if I talk to a different person who says that I can pursue this and it's something else, then I will. And if I'm wrong, I will always take the video down and say I'm sorry. I've received actual death threats from these specific people. They're not even trying to hide it. Okay, so I did just get served. This will be your only request to cease and desist all of this behavior. Okay, yeah, let's all stop, but this is hilarious. And before people are like, you can't do this, why did you put this up? After I talk to my attorney, we can all say whatever we want about each other. Why are you guys attacking me? I'm not attacking you. I want everybody to learn what Darvo is, because this whole situation down to this very video is Darvo. It's an abusive tactic. Aquarian music witch, what are you doing? I mean, you are stalking me. And when they ask you nicely to leave them alone, or when they block you 45 times, you can't just continually actually cyberstalk someone like that and then threaten them with information. And I never make fun of people's looks. Did those lip fillers manifest out of thin air? Were you able to think them into reality? I'm dead serious. What are you doing? Please leave me alone. It's TikTok. I tagged you to get your attention. Everybody saw what happened here. I made a video calling all 4 of you out, and I tagged all 4 of you on multiple accounts and on Instagram because I wanted to get your attention, okay? Should I have respected that you blocked me? It's the fucking internet. I'm allowed to defend myself, okay? I'll do better next time. Does that... It's TikTok. I tagged you to get your attention, okay? You don't get to call me a stalker and an abuser for that. You know that I have to deal with Interpol now? I have begged you to leave me the fuck alone, Judy. You're not allowed to be near me. You're not allowed to be here. You are gonna get yourself put in jail for stalking. You can get 5 years. Do you get that? That's real. I am going to put you somewhere, Judy, because otherwise you're gonna crawl through that fucking window and stab me in the middle of the night. You guys just keep proving my points, and I will be okay. Would it make you happy if I died? Is that what you guys want? Do you want me dead? Like, I am getting gaslit, harassed, and stalked in real time. This app lets it happen. You guys took 500,000 followers from me yesterday. I'm embarrassed for this situation, not for me. And just say, you're sorry, you don't have to apologize. Well, yeah, you should apologize to me. All I want to hear is, I'm sorry. I fucked up, Allie. Why are they so mad about me doxing people? I don't dox people. I think maybe putting his full name out is technically doxing people, but no, I'm not going on Aunt Karen's live when all she does is lie. We would call someone maybe like that has something like this, we would say they have narcissistic personality disorder, maybe histrionic personality disorder, maybe some sort of a cluster B personality disorder. There are certain people who are capable of such evil and who have the ability to lie and who truly do not care what kind of destruction they cause and who have zero ability for compassion or accountability. And that person is you. I think that you are a true, blue, diagnosed narcissist. There's no way you're not. I hate the word narcissist, it's overused. But you, Roxy, only people who are emotionally extremely abusive run smear campaigns about other people. I hope you guys understand that you could absolutely push someone to take their own life with the shit that you guys say. Maybe I'll go get a bunch of procedures done on my face. Poses Barry Ann. I understand it'd be so funny if I impersonated Carrie Ann and then changed her name to Barry Ann legally. Just kidding, I'm moving on. Roxy is tagging people like our exorcist and Aunt Karen. I've spoken to Aunt Karen a little bit. Let's go to TikTok court. You want to go to Karen's court? No, I don't want to fucking go to Karen's court. What you do isn't a court, Karen, and I'm offended that you think that I would come back after you just slandered me all over the internet in the most horrendous way I could ever imagine. Do you support QAnon? You knew I was in the middle of a mental health crisis. Do you care about it or not? I want an apology. I want an apology. How about that? And I will not be coming to your live tonight, and I'm gonna turn off my phone the second I get home. I want to talk to her twin. But your sister is really hurting people. Your invitation video was so mean. Why? I didn't even see it till today, and then I had an absolute autistic meltdown. I didn't even see that invitation video until I got my main account back, because that got banned yesterday. And you're out there in the middle of it with 1.2 million followers, putting out defamatory, slanderous, false information.
Where are your hundreds of thousands of followers?
I am not hurting anyone personally. I'm gonna do my best to just go after the ideas.
I have decided to put this drama down. I have decided to stop. This is over. This is the rest of my life. You know that, right? I am leaving this app. You assholes will not get a word out of me.
I'm done. See you on YouTube.
Yeah, I do try to move on.
I'm not doing it anymore. That's why I'm putting this down. Was this all planned? Was this all planned?
Like, it's crazy to watch this in real time. This has become an absolute docu-series of what people are willing to do when you expose a cult.
Imagine you're a micro-influencer on TikTok. Maybe you're trying to get your music heard, or get people to buy your book, or teach people about your special interests. And you're doing pretty well for yourself, and your account is growing. But then one day you find yourself in a disagreement with a call-out creator. And unfortunately for you, this particular call-out creator is not responsible with her platform. So congratulations, now you're the target of a months-long smear campaign.
If that just described you, welcome to the club. If not, welcome to the front row seats.
I'm Roxy, Renee, unhinged and dysregulated.
And I'm Jane, also known as Aquarian Music Witch or AMW.
And that supercut you just heard at the top is basically a brief overview of the last 3 or so months of our lives.
So with that said, there's a few reasons why we're putting out this podcast.
One is to give ourselves some space to just talk about and unpack what's been happening.
One is because this situation was actually a great case study of some much larger things happening in the world, and there's a lot that we experienced directly that not nearly enough people are talking about, partly because these online spaces like TikTok are still too new to have a lot of research done about them yet.
But cyberbullying can ruin people's lives, and as much as onlookers like to say just ignore it, it's not always that simple.
And as we move online more and more, this is going to be a bigger and bigger issue. And as we've been diving down the cyberbullying rabbit hole for this podcast, we're realizing that it's a huge and very deadly problem already.
So we're also putting this out as a way to hopefully share some information we wish we had when we were first going through this, and even create a space that can be comforting for people to tune in.
One of the unique things about our situation was that there were several different influencers who were targeted and had overlapping experiences, and we ended up forming a kind of coalition to get Allie, our cyberbully, deplatformed.
So one of the central themes we'll be unpacking is the importance of one-to-one relationships and community, and we'll be talking about what worked and what didn't work for us.
And of course, the situation is still ongoing. Allie has lost her largest platforms on TikTok, but even as of literally today, this recording, she's still harassing us on Instagram.
There's no waiting until it's over to start processing.
So join us as we get down to the messy but important business of healing from this.